are back on Stadium Court here at Memorial Park. 2026, the 34th annual Pottstown Rumble. Men's Open playoffs well underway. We're entering the chaos hour. A multiple roll-off situation here on center court between these two teams. Teams, if you're familiar with the Pottstown Rumble, you're very familiar with. In the matching green shirts, headband, and glasses, it is Nick Drooker out of Henrico, Virginia, and Chris Vaughan, the Medford, New Jersey native, resides in Philadelphia, PA. To tell the difference, Drooker is slightly shorter, has the knee brace on his left knee. Vaughan is slightly taller, slightly darker hair as well. On the far side, a Pottstown Rumble regular, the product of Lidditz, PA, and Lancaster Bible College's own Nate the Great Miller, and his partner out of Irvine, California, Diego Perez. Tons of AVP experience, high-level volleyball experience on this court right now. And we're underway with a miss serve. Classic side-out men's volleyball action.
Missed one. Squandered opportunity there, if you ask me. Ryan Love, jump serve. After getting a block, Thomas on two, gets it.
A lot going into this matchup. It was last year, a year ago, this time. Nick Drooker, Chris Vaughan facing Nate Miller. And I believe Andrew Dentler was his partner last year. Drooker and Vaughan, as that ball's put away for an opening point on the overpass. Drooker and Vaughan had a comfortable lead. In came some weather, rain delay, stoppage, had to re-warm up after the delay. It was Miller and his partner who stormed back, and Caleb Quakel, it was actually, not Dentler, as that one's just barely kept alive until it's not. It was Miller and Quakel who stormed back using the rain delay to their advantage, taking down Drooker and Vaughan.
0-1, the official score on Stadium.
So for Vaughan and Dentler, or Vaughan and Drooker, this is a bit of a revenge match, seeing Nate Miller on the other side on Stadium Court late here in bracket play. Vaughan goes high line. Easy side out.
For one, serving 0. As Mr. Chris Vaughan heads back to the line.
Chris Vaughan resides in Philadelphia, played his college ball at Stevens Institute of Technology. Led the team in digs as a freshman, and as a sophomore led them in kills.
An ace for Chris Vaughan.
And an ace right there.
Lead here on Stadium.
Up 2-0 is Vaughan and Drooker.
Play from behind.
Vaughan, let's serve.
Serve, Nick at the top of the tape. Side out, 0-2. Hunsberger, Boyer grabbing a point there. 13-7 here, court number 2. You all right, Ryan?
Miller, off speed. Drooker, nobody up. Turns it down the line, thumb down. Beautiful shot.
To the pin, OT goes Love.
ace serve from Chris Vaughan, making it 3-0. The side of Vaughan and Drooker. The duo in green headbands and shades. Off to a fantastic start. Miller surveys the court, goes wide, and finds a little bit of grass. Side out for Miller. Miller, multiple top 10, top 5 finishes here at the Rumble. Has yet to get over the mountaintop and claim a championship. As a Pennsylvania guy, you know he wants this one bad. Really high pass. Drooker turns it down the line.
So far, Nate Miller and Diego Perez going with when they shut their defense and when Diego's up, we're just going to play second.
Now it's Nick Drooker from Virginia. Big jump serve, Diego Perez. Oh, Miller wins the joust. But Drooker, no, almost puts it away. He does. Miller can get up in time. Another real point. 4-0. Drooker and Vaughan. Drooker at 6'2", played his college ball at King's College, where he was a setter. He set the single season assist record as a freshman with 953 assists, and he ranks second on the team in aces. First team all-conference as a senior, the school's male athlete of the year. Really was up in the record books for his school in assists, digs, matches, sets, all of it. Career player at King's College. Vaughan scooped up by Diego, and then Miller goes high over the hands of Vaughan. 4-1, our first side switch. First real point for Miller and Perez.
1-3. Wait, that's 134. Sorry, we trusted the 12-year-old to have the score right. He didn't. Sorry, it's my fault. 12-year-old, you mean Benji?
Diego Perez with his Jesus Rules t-shirt. Very proud of his faith.
That is going to be game, set, match.
And there's net violation by Nate Miller.
Johnson and Ray moving on to the next round.
Vaughan jump float, targeting Miller. Big swing in the middle of the court.
Good serve. Lexi down the line, dug by her.
The winner of this match heads to the quarterfinals with the Basie brothers waiting on the other side. A favorable draw for the Basie bros. An earned bye and then an injury bye. Only played one match today. And I have a feeling these two teams might tire each other out. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Still 4-1.
Hold. Win there. Oh, not going to be enough.
Jump serve down the line. In. That's an ace. Nick Drooker. Right down the line.
For Mr. Nick Drooker.
Just like he did back in King's College. Doing it here. 5-1 start for Drooker and Vaughan. Miller. Good pass on that serve attempt. Through the hands of Vaughan.
Off the high hands of Chris Vaughan goes Nate Miller. Side out, one, serving five. Wins built here on court number one. And open back to third. Win, taking a rip. Almost into the face.
Diego Perez resides in Costa Mesa, California. Played plenty of AVP ball with a second place finish under his belt, along with some FIVB and NORCECA action. Started his collegiate career at Orange Coast College before transferring to Pepperdine, eventually getting his master's at Santa Clarita. Miller, open net. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Hope it works out for you.
I just hear no, Thomas is going to get an NIL deal from the door manufacturer.
Miller, big serve. Here comes Vaughan. Sharp, sharp, sharp angle. Little tape love as well.
Vaughan cutting from the side out. Serving one.
Still 5-1 the side of Vaughan and Drooker.
Thomas Hurst, OP.
Winner to the quarters. Nate Miller from the right side. Over the block in the back of the court. Perez from the center of the back line, right to Drooker's lap. He surveys, goes down the line outside the block of big Nate Miller.
One arm pass and love. Back thumb too slow stat. Good
Nate Miller, maybe the most prototypical professional athlete build and least prototypical volleyball player build up here in open competition. Built like a Mack truck. Swings like it too off the high hands. Rocking his Kamina hat. Shout out Dave Kamina, all the tremendous merch he puts together at all these volleyball events around the country. Miller down the line. No let. Vaughan just middle deep, finding some space. Still 5-1. Back to Drooker. Down the line of Perez. Miller wants to option. Rejected. Met up at the net by Vaughan. Block and a real point for Chris Vaughan. 6-1. Big serve right down the middle. Too far. Diego Perez, the Cali kid, way out here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, competing for that $10,000 grand prize. Floats it at Vaughan. Vaughan, sharp cut again. Loves that wrist away shot. Vaughan down the line right at Perez. Miller, good set. Oh, off the shoulder of the face, but it's still alive, and he can't get it to trickle over. Would have been a play for the ages to eat one up and get the point. Vaughan needs to walk it off. Might need a second after that. Line drive to the mitt. Back out of the timeout, Vaughan, hopefully seeing everything clearly. Not good vision there from Drooker, misses wide, and that's a real point for Miller Perez. Could that shot to the face be a momentum changer on both sides? Vaughan's still a little shaken up. Here comes big Nate Miller. Jump top. Bad pass. Vaughan runs it down. Drooker into the tape. No good. 6-3.
3-6.
Nate Miller making sure he's got his proper volleyball. Another jump top down the line. Vaughan gets back up, surveys, goes into the angle on the pulling Diego Perez. Looks like both Diego and Nate are mic'd up for this match. Like a lot of the ballers out here, always looking to turn some content. Who isn't? (6-3). Drooker goes right at Nate. Perfect pass. Nate over the block. A big collection of Nate Miller fans here in the Pottstown beer tent right next to our broadcast booth. Vaughan overpass. Miller can do whatever he wants with it. Push set and goes through the hands. Real point, 6-4. That's a side switch. Drooker and Vaughan off to the phenomenal 6-1 start. Vaughan takes one to the face. And since then, it's been all Miller and Perez. Perez short serve. Vaughan gets there. Nobody up. Right down the middle. Good place to go on a pulling blocker. Here comes Vaughan. Big jump serve down the middle. That's an ace serve for Chris Vaughan. He lets out a scream. Come on, he says. Gets a point back for his team, 7-4. Vaughan goes off speed now. Miller, just enough, keeps it alive and shoots it down the line. You can do everything right on the serve, and sometimes a team just finds a way. Miller, his jump top. Good pass from Vaughan. Push to the pin. Goes down the line. Miller, great defense, runs it down. He shoots it back down the line for a point. Nate Miller, the defense and the offense. 5-7. Miller down the middle. That's an ace serve from Nate Miller. Making it a 1-point game. And for all the kids watching, it's now 6-7.
Harley's favorite score in the entire world. 6-7.
Miller wants to make it a tie game. into the tape. A 5-point lead diminished to 1. Now it's Drooker, hoping to expand it. Good serve, Perez. Off the high hands of Vaughan, that looked like a jammer. Perez abusing that outstretched blocking hand of Vaughan. And you're right, I have not seen a pokey yet today on this match thus far. I've seen some pokies, but a lot of big swings here, center court. Towing the block, Perez followed it perfectly. He goes high line, good block touch. Off the block, oh, in the net is Perez, normally defending. Found himself up at the net. Side out for Vaughan and Drooker. Vaughan jump float down the middle. Perez, Miller leaps out to save it. Tight pass. Vaughan now in the angle, earns the point the hard way. Good hustle by Miller and Perez. But it's Drooker and Vaughan earning the real point, 8-6. Vaughan to the line, Perez. Nice pass. Goes high. Oh, Vaughan. That's his ball. He gave up on it. Side out. Nate Miller, a dangerous server with that hybrid jump top. Long, just barely. Miller can't believe it. Says, really? By how much? Just out of bounds.
Lexi Crew putting it away with the yo-yo.
Drooker, jump serve. He misses. Back-to-back service errors.
Double aside outs here on Stadium TV. The score top, score the same. 6-7-8.
Perez, what a serve, but a one-arm pass. Drooker, does he make the most of it? Tight set, and he is all over the net. That is a point and a side switch. Miller and Perez, 7-8. Really, really good one-arm pass from Drooker. Vaughan sending it too tight to the net, leaving his partner almost no options. Still the 1-point lead.
Lexi doing the limbo on court number 1.
The Pepperdine product. Puts it in jump serve. Off tape. That's a let. As Vaughan removes the tarp. Feeling the heat here in Stadium Court as the sun has come out. The intensity turning up as well. Good pass from Perez. Tight set. Oh, Vaughan fills it in but can't pop it up. Nice swing down the line from Diego Perez. Jump top, high pass from Vaughan. He goes into the angle. Miller in the right spot, started darting towards the line. Big serve by Perez.
Awkward pass handled.
Drooker down the line.
Goes Mr. Nick Drooker. Ahmed, good serve. Double Ryan. But not enough double. Put away that line. Doing the jump up behind me. Gets through the stairs.
Here comes Vaughan. Soft jump serve. Miller unloads. Vaughan in the right spot, but can't come up with it again. Chat, let us know if we're too quiet or too loud, what we need to do with the sound. I want to make sure we're getting everything to you as clear and professional sounding as possible. I want this to be an enjoyable stream experience for all of you watching at home. Drooker surveys. Oh, great up, over on one. Vaughan has all the court to choose from. Perez stutters, goes high angle, drooping over the block. Too quiet. All right, we'll turn it up. We will work on that sound quality for you guys. Keep us posted in the chat when it's sounding to your liking. Still stuck here, 8-7, Drooker and Vaughan on top. Big serve and confusion from Perez and Miller. I got it, you got it, nobody's got it. Ace serve. Drooker and Vaughan, 9-7, pushing that lead once again. Diego, big swing, tools the block. So this is the Pottstown Rumble. We play old school rules, which means side-out scoring, for those who don't know. Side-out scoring means you need the serve to earn the point. So if you have the serve, you get an ace, you get a block, you make a play on defense and score in transition, you then earn a point. Otherwise, if you're in serve receive and you get a kill, it's just a side-out, you get the ball back and your chance to serve. Good line swing from Perez. Appreciate all the feedback in the chat. Want to make sure that my mic's not blown out, but the sound quality is loud enough. Perez to Drooker. Vaughan bump set, pulling blocker. There's the tape love. Drooker and Vaughan had a couple that went right into the tape and didn't clear it over. That one just sneaks in. 9-7. Vaughan goes at Perez. Miller dishes out the mitts. Diego down the line. Miller down the line. Vaughan goes through the block of Perez. Diego's sticking his tongue out saying, oh man, I had him. Diego Perez listed as just 5'11", which here on the beach volleyball or the grass volleyball court and the beach volleyball court, undersized for a blocker. All right, sounds like we got our sound issues taken care of and we can focus on the ball here at Stadium Court. Diego is a fantastic blocker. Oh, good read. Perez puts it away. Picking it up and earning a real point. 8-9 now. Back to a 1-point game. Goes at Vaughan. Short angle Perez. He's a defensive machine. Oh, and he does too much on the line swing. Man, he was everywhere. A sigh of relief for Drooker and Vaughan, and frustration for Diego, knowing, man, I could have tied this game up. Miller, option, good block touch. Here comes Vaughan. Perez all over it. He is reading him like a book. And then the pokey is good. Diego Perez staving off a point, earning a side out. Diego Perez, such an elite beach volleyball player. You add that defensive prowess to grass where there's traction, he can be so quick, get from A to B in such a rapid pace. Miller swinging into the block off the hands.
Hey, Taylor, where are Nate and Diego's shorts from? Do you know? I believe they're from
Looks like we have 8-10 on the court, so I must have missed a point somewhere along the line. Good serve. Swipe. Oh, joust won by Drooker. Drooker versus Vaughan. Possibly a net violation called on Drooker. That's what I thought I saw. I wasn't sure if it was going to get called or not. So that is a point for Miller and Perez. And they're going to discuss the call. I was pretty confident I saw that net violation. I can't promise if the next matchup will be the Basie brothers here on center court. That gets us to our quarterfinals matches, so there's only 4 matches in the next round. I don't know which one will be picked for center court. But it'll be the winner of this one versus the Basie brothers, which will be fantastic. We've got Noah Gunderson and Jared Ray in the quarters waiting on their opponent, which could be Thomas Hurst and Quinn Zilch. Our other quarters, Joshua Bigford, Trevor Cavanis, and Kevin Knight, Daniel Leathers. Perez into the net this time. 11-9, real point for Drooker and Vaughan. And our final quarterfinal, Jonathan Dietrich and Jake McNeil and Andrew Dentler, Caleb Jennis. Already had all 4 of those players on center. Haven't had the Bigford, Cavanis, Knight, Leathers duo yet. Haven't had Gunderson or Ray yet, but we've had Hurst and Zilch. So there's a chance. We'll see which direction the powers that be decide to go in. Drooker down the line. Perez, easy work. Perez, big swing down the middle. Textbook side out right there.
By the way, Ryan, we're going to need some swag for these ball boys and scorekeepers and connectors. So, anybody looking to get
Drifting float serve. Vaughan gets a handle on it. Goes short angle. Oh man, it looked like he was turning his body to go line, which is just what he wanted you to think.
ball boys on center court. Let him hear it.
Vaughan, short, drooping float. Perez gets it. Option, the softest block you've ever seen, but out of bounds. Oh man, Drooker just shrugs his shoulders like, hey man, I don't know. I threw my hands up. It was a prayer.
Tossed out a godball, bacon on the side. Gets the protein on the hill, about 50% of the two are dehydrated.
The crowd at center court growing. A little bit of a tight pass. Vaughan saves it. Diego Perez, hand pass. Open net. Swings big. Vaughan keeps it in control. Goes, off the hand of Miller. Perez still alive. No, he can't find it. What a play from Miller and Perez. 10-11. Drooker and Vaughan out of gas. Can't believe it. Fought so hard and lost the point anyway.
Currently we have Nate Miller, 10 points. Nick Drooker, 11. Luke, who do you want to win? Chris Vaughan, he says. I've caught so many middle lights in my life. The handles, though. Serve into the net by Nate.
I think your sky ball would have cleared the net at least, Nate.
Still 11-10 here. Here comes Drooker. Down the line. Miller goes big off the hands. Vaughan, option, finds some angle. Real point, Drooker, Vaughan. The moment Miller and Perez gain a point, Drooker and Vaughan respond. Punch, counter punch. Diego, just misses. That's wide. No block touch, no line bounce. And now it's back to a 3-point game. Drooker Vaughan. Time out. Miller and Perez, they need to talk it over. 2 points to go until they're eliminated. And Drooker and Vaughan move on.
Behind us, I believe we have the famous Andrew Dentler and Caleb Jennis out of Perez. Caleb, who are you playing?
Oh, it's Mr. Jake McNeil and Mr. Braids himself from Oviedo, Florida.
The fake Allen Iverson, white boy Carl.
Diedrich, you guys are playing on number 1 court, red net, court number 1, right behind stadium.
McNeil, Diedrich, please report to court number 1. You are up. All right, we're back in action here. Anybody here cheering for Nick and Chris? What about Diego and Nate?
Back out of the timeout, Miller and Perez. Down 3. Well-placed timeout. Let's serve. Perez getting his signs. needing something big. That's a pretty good serve. Saved by Drooker, open net, and he finds the back corner. Good job of a side out there. Vaughan with some fire. Likes to scream into the crowd or into the void. Jump serve, Miller, great pass. Stutter steps, and catches Drooker frozen. Do I pull, do I stay? Nowhere. Still 10-13. Over on one. Perez. Oh, great dig by Vaughan. Is that going to land in bounds? It is. It's played. Now Perez. Oh, Vaughan. Dig me once. Can't dig me twice. Diego Perez earning a point. 11-13 now. Nate Miller, the pride of Lancaster Bible College. I don't know if they were known before their volleyball, before Nate Miller. They are now. Vaughan, sharp, right where Miller was sitting. Chance to swing big, and he gets a little too excited. Eyes got bigger than his arm, swung out of bounds. Drooker's jump right at Perez. Another perfect pass. Perez denied by Vaughan. Yes, sirree. That's how they do it in Philly. Side switch, 14-11. Game point here for Drooker and Vaughan. A chance to move on to the quarterfinals, avenge their loss last year against Miller. Drooker jumper right at Nate. Miller off the hands of Vaughan. A chance now, fake stutter steps. Now it's Drooker, and that's the game. Chris Vaughan and Nick Drooker moving on. 15-11. Going to the quarterfinals. What a battle here on center court. Let's grab these guys for a post-match interview.
Our tournament staff trying to figure out the best teams to put here as the crowd needs a show. Chris Vaughan, we'll work on getting a better crowd for you for your next round because they were kind of quiet for you that time. I think Chris's yell for himself was louder than the crowd was. Next up on Stadium Court, Joshua Bigford playing with Trevor Cavanis, taking on Kevin Knight and the Florida boy, Daniel Leathers. This is going to be a quarter-final match, so all teams on the court officially well into the money. But who will have to ref?
How does this feel to get past this moment?
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. You think about those losses, those tight losses all year long while you're in the gym and you're putting the time in, and it's fun to get some revenge.
I know you guys get a lot of grass play together. How do you feel like you're playing so far this weekend?
We're playing through some adversity. We're grinding matches out. We're taking the hardest route possible, I think. But it's a lot of fun. When you have a big blocker, it makes it easy, right? So we're having fun.
How do you think this duo works, having the blocker defender? How's that chemistry out there on the field?
Well, I think we're both blockers and both defenders, so I think it works great. We both have kids, so 2 people with kids against 2 people without kids. We got the adversity one up on them, I think.
It's kind of you playing from a different playing field a little bit, you know.
Yeah, stronger playing field. More life adversity.
I agree. Well, you guys know Pottstown, it's a marathon, right? What's the kind of key to rest, recover, and be ready? Because you got to play some more.
Yes, sir. Time to get as many fluids in me as possible, stretch, wind down, catch my breath.
Couldn't say anything better than that. He's got it all.
Do the things, stretch, eat, hydrate, catch your breath. You're moving on to the quarterfinals. Congratulations on the big win.
Thanks, Noah.
Thanks.